Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Warren's Hands Outreach Podcast. Welcome. We invite you into our podcast today, to our Empowerment Podcast today. We're so excited about the Empowerment Podcast today that's going to increase empowerments in your life. And again, welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for taking the time out of your day today to be a part of our Empowering Podcast today. We're so grateful for you. We appreciate you. We thank you for meeting us here on a weekly basis to be a part of our Empowering Podcast. And again, I welcome you in. And thank you for joining and being a part of our Empowering Podcast today. Before I get started here, I invite you all to follow us on our other social media platforms. Of course, we're at Podcast Where You Are Now. We're also at Facebook. We're at Periscope TV. We're at SoundCloud. We're at Instagram, and we're at Twitter. So definitely we are encouraging and increasing empowerments on those pages as well. And you definitely want to follow us on those pages, to connect with us on those pages, because we're increasing and catapulting and encouraging and empowering that empowerments within every area of life, to that self-sufficiency within every area of life. All righty, everybody. So again, welcome to our episode number 9. Our empowerment topic is you have what it takes to forward, FORWARD, in your life. Again, episode 9, our empowerment topic is you have what it takes to forward in your life. If you think about the word forward, FORWARD simply means onward, to make progress. And that definition is retrieved from the Webster Dictionary. If you really think about this word here, forward, onward, to make progress, okay? So that's what this broadcast is going to be all about, that you have what it takes to forward, to onward, to make progress in your life, okay? And this empowering podcast is going to be it's for those who feel and experience like that they're not going and are moving in their lives. They feel and experience that everything is at a standstill, or even feel and experiencing stuck in their lives. This podcast is all for those who may be feeling and experiencing that they are not forward, progressing in their lives where they would like to be, to do and go and have and achieve and so forth in their lives. This podcast is for those, who may feel like situations and circumstances have bound, placing them under and limiting them to, and gotten the best of them, with keeping them bound inside of the bound, okay, to prevent the best, all right? So here's the thing. Well, we here at Warren's Hands Outreach have an empowerment for you today through our podcast, all right? That you have what it takes to forward in your life, okay? You have what it takes to forward in your life. Forward, again, to onward, to make progress in your life. You have what it takes to forward in your life. When tapping into what you have already, it's going to be the major key with forward in your life, okay? When tapping into what you have already is going to be the major key with forward in your life. And keep in mind that forward is onward, to make progress in your life, okay? With not focusing on what has happened or where you are in your life, okay? Let me reiterate that again. With not focusing on what has happened or where you are in your life, okay? But focusing on where you go, where you would like to go, where you would like to be and do and to have and achieve for your life and in your life, okay? Let me reiterate that again, okay? When tapping into what you have already, so that's what you have already within you, okay? That's that greatness that you have within you, okay? That is that empowerment that you have within you, your self-empowerment that you have within you, okay? When you're tapping into what you have already in you, it's going to be the major key with forward, onward, to make progress in your life with not focusing, okay? So you cannot be focusing on where you are. You cannot be focusing on what has happened already in your life, okay? Or what is happening in your life, okay? You have to focus on where you would like to go, to be, and to do, and to have in your life. That's going to be key, all right? That is going to be your key to forward in your life, all right? So because only you Only you have the self-power, only you have your self-ability, and only you have your self-empowerment in your life to determine forward, okay? Forward and onward to make progress in your life, because you have what it takes to forward in your life, all right? And only you, as I reiterate this here, that have the self-power, the self-ability, and the self-empowerment in your life to determine forward and onward to make progress in your life, okay? With not focusing on what has happened or where you are in your life, okay? But focusing on where you would like to go in your life, where you would like to do in your life and be in your life and to have in your life and to achieve in your life and so forth in your life, okay? Only you have the self-power, the self-ability, and your self-empowerment in your life to forward your life onward to make that progress in your life, okay? Because you have what it takes to forward in your life. So I would like you today, Warren's Hands Outreach would like you also today to determine today that I will forward my life in positive directions I would like to go, okay? I will forward my life in the positive directions I would like to go. I will forward my life in the positive directions I would like to be. I will forward my life in the positive directions I would like to do and have and achieve and so forth in my life. Because guess what? Again, as I reiterate this here, you have the self-power and the self-ability and the self-empowerment all within you to make it positively possible, able to be done through you and for you in your life. Okay. As I reiterate this here, no one can determine but you. No situation, no circumstances, and no experiences. Only you can determine. Let me reiterate this here. Only you. No one can determine but you. No situations, no circumstances, no experiences. Only you can determine. Determine what? Determine to decide, to reach a decision after consideration through your decision right now today that you will forward your life from this moment on. Let's make it more on a personal level that I will forward my life from this moment on because I have the self-power, because I have the self-ability, and because I have the self-empowerment all within me to do, to be, to have, to go, to achieve, and so much positively more and greatly more for my life and in my life. Okay. So this is our empowerment, empowering podcast today. And there's 3 key components that I would like for you. We at Warren's Hands Outreach would like for you to take away from this podcast today, from this empowering empowerment podcast today, is that you have what it takes to forward in your life, and tapping into what you have already is going to be the key with forward. Okay. With forward in your life. And keep in mind that forward simply means onward to make that progress in your life. All right. That second key component is going to be no situation, circumstances, or experiences can keep you bound due to you have the self-power, the self-ability, and the self-empowerment in your life to determine, to decide, to reach a decision after your consideration through your decision that you are going to forward and onward to make that progress in your life. And that third key component from this is going to be no one can determine but you. Determine again to reach a decision after your consideration through your decision today that I will forward my life from this moment on because I have the self-power, the self-ability, and the self-empowerment all within me to do, to be, and to have, and to achieve, and so much positively and greatly more for my life and in my life. And this will conclude our Empowering Empowerment podcast today, and meet us back here on our next Empowering podcast today. If you would like to furthermore with this topic and empowerment topic in reference to you have what it takes to forward in your life, you can definitely reach out to us at warrensoutreach.org, and you can certainly sign up with one of our coaches there, one-on-one coaching that we are actually offering this month here. We have a free 30-minute introductory empowerment coaching. You can sign up with our empowerment coaches and experts here to help you to increase what you have already to forward in your life. Okay, so don't delay today. Make it happen for you today, because it is so possible for you, able to be done in you and through you. Okay. And again, everybody, thank you for chiming in with us on our empowerment podcast today, and meet us back here on our next empowerment podcast. Until then, you have what it takes to forward in your life, to progress forward with those things that you're desiring to do, to be, and to have, and so forth, positively more and greatly more in your life.